Dias de primavera até de volta, já tinha aprendido passar lição. Já me ponho a medlor, já me fiquei de cabeça para mais um ano.
Good morning, everybody. This is the GKA Kite-Surf World Cup here in Cape Verde, the finals day. It has come down to the last day of competition to be able to get this action rolling. We can see out that we have started out with the ladies. Format is still 100% waves. It is quite small out there. Wind is a little bit light, but it does look like there are some suitable conditions. Out on the water, we can see on the inside, we could have Michaeli So, and she is up against Ines Correa. 17 minutes is the name of the game. 3 minutes transitions. Judges are looking for power, fluidity, connecting sections, linking it all up, making all those different numbers to get the kudos, to get the heats, to go through to the further rounds and see who can be claiming the queen here in Cape Verde. There you can see both of the ladies out on the water. Michaeli So, Ines Correa. You can see in the green is Mika, in the blue is Ines. Ines, a very powerful surfer, originally from Portugal, but lives out here in Cape Verde. She definitely has the experience and local knowledge on her side. But she is up against our twin-tip freestyle world champion, just getting into the wave discipline. Really good to see Michaeli mixing it up, doing very well, getting her way all the way through to the semi-finals. And let's see how she can portray up against Ines Correa here. Scores at the moment, we have 10.86 there for Ines versus a 5.1 for Mika. 6 minutes, 10 seconds left on the clock. Sets in the period are very far and few between. Unfortunately, we did try and make it to Punta Preta earlier in the morning. We were being there since 6:30 in the morning, checking it out, seeing if we could have the possibility of those perfect peeling right-handers. But unfortunately, Mother Nature has not been on our side there, and we have to come back to Kite Beach where the conditions, they are marginal, but definitely still suitable out there. Proving a point, Ines Correa with 2 decent 5s up on the board. Both of the girls on the left-hand side of the competition area in front of that little reef. We've been seeing throughout the whole competition, that's where the rollers, that's where those little bombs do come in. But you have to really be on your game. You have to pick out the right ones to be able to get the higher scores. Ines Correa taking out on a little inside roller, just a bit of a check turn there. See if she can go down the line. Very small conditions out there. You can see it is very hard to get a decent wave, but Ines making the most of what she has. Very tough out there. It's pretty much ankle or knee or cankle high waves. Wind is light. Let's hope, let's start making some praise here to hope that the conditions improve throughout the remaining of this heat. 4.5 minutes left on the clock of this first semi-final of the ladies. Ines Correa from Portugal versus Micaele Sol from Brazil. Both of the girls already have a few numbers up on the scorecards. 5.10 average there for Micaele versus the 10.86 average for Ines, scoring 2 solid 5s earlier on in the round. Okay, Mika, nice check turn there on the inside. Let's see if we can follow her out. Thank you, Mr. Cameraman. Turn number 2 has a good amount of speed. Did go a little bit off the back there, so some points going to be deducted. But just unfortunately losing the fin there on the inside. Not able to complete that turn. Still getting some numbers up there. Mika putting in 2 nice check turns. Going to be interesting to see the scores coming up on the board there from our judging panel. Looks like a windsurfer out the back wants to get involved with the action. 2 beautiful girls out on the water. Who wouldn't want to? Ines Correa dropping in on the outside there. Here we can see Mika on the inside. Sebastian Ribeiro, her teammate there from Brazil, just giving her the info. Sebastian, a very talented surfer. Very close heat in between him on the main competition. Just unfortunately not being able to get past Ayrton Cosolino. Ayrton having that upper hand there. Man, was that a close one. Both of the riders really pushing it to the limits. But hey, you know, once you get past those quarters, every heat could be a final. All the boys and girls mean business down here in the first event of the year in the Cape Verdean beautiful island of Sal. We're here right in front of the Mito and Joe School on Kite Beach. Conditions have been tough out there, but hey, we are trying to make the most complete strapless rider in the world. You have to be able to pull it out on the hollows. You have to be able to pull it out on the mush, and that will give you the kudos. That will give you the points to be able to be the overall world champion. Here we have Ines Correa dropping in on an inside bomb. First check time, just a little bit of a foam ride. Now she's going to probably loop the kite underneath to be able to keep the speed there. Small wave, but this is what you got to deal with. You got to take it as it comes. Turn number 2, check turn. This is going to be a bit of harder a hack. Yeah, letting the tail a little bit loose on the inside. Probably going to close it off with this, just a little whacker. Oh, letting the fins go loose, pointing the board backwards. As good as it can get with the conditions and the wave that she had there. Solid, committed, chilled and calm Ines Correa. Mika on the back, also big hack on the inside section here. Right in front of the judges, seeing the whites in her eyes. Very small, but well, she really is starting to get that turn. Let's not forget, Mika here has hardly been involved in the surfing scene, just getting on tour. Gonna try and do both world championships this year. Let's see if how she does throughout the rest of the competition. So far, making it through to a semi. First wave event she's entered. Just shows the talent this young lady has. Coming up on the last minute of this heat. We can see Mika and Ines going out the back in the green. Mika in the blue. Ines still in the lead. 45 seconds left of this semi-final number 1 of the minute of the women. Will we be able to see some more action? As we mentioned, it is the final day of competition here at the GKA Kite-Surf World Cup in Cape Verde, Isla de Sal. Conditions are marginal, to say the least. It is very tough out there. Timing and positioning and selection is going to be key, because the waves are very few and far between. Once every blue and purple moon, a nice roller will come in, and the guys and girls will be able to get some numbers up. 10 seconds left on the clock. It does look, unless Micaele Sol can grab a roller and get some numbers up there, it is going to be Ines Correa that will take the lead, but we're just waiting for results to be dropped. Here we can see Ines just taking a little last wave on the inside just to loosey-goosey and get those pistons firing. What has the Portuguese lady got for us? And a whoa, big hack just to the end after the buzzer, but this wave will count because it was she started on it before the buzzer went off. Ines Correa, Micaeli Sol, first semi-final of the day. Coming up next, semi-final number 2, which will be Carlo Herrera versus Perry Roberts. Here we can see Ines Correa on the inside, just getting Roberto Barros. That guy in the back, such a talented surfer. He is doing some of the QS events and doing very well, representing the Cape Verdean surfing style. If you have a chance to check out his social media, Roberto Barros, this guy absolutely rips. So there you can see, just getting into the action, making sure that Ines knows all the things we're doing. We can see Didi, we can see Marcela Witt, all of the guys and girls congratulating Ines there, as it does look like she will be going through to the next round. Just waiting for a confirmation to come in. There you can see Micaeli just giving each other a hug. Duotone team members, both of the girls, so teammates out and off of the water. Great, very talented ladies, but it does look like Ines had the upper hand in that. Just still waiting for confirmation on those scores. Really nice vibe down on the beach there. You can see everybody coming to have a look at these champions out on the waves. We just had Ines and Mika getting out there, throwing it down in the very small conditions. I hope that the wind will pick up a little bit and the waves will be picking up with the push of the tide. And there we have the buzzer in the water. Carlo Herrera, our current world champion, coming all the way from Spain, dropping in. Very good timing on the buzzer just to take off on her first wave, initiating just a little check turn. It's about, yeah, ankle to knee high out there. It's had a first good turn linking up here. Turn number 2. Very, very marginal out there. This is better. Okay, hits the wave, just gets off the back of it there. I mean, none of us wanted to see the waves this small, but unfortunately, Mother Nature hasn't given us those beautiful peeling Punta Preta waves. In the end, you've got to do with what you have on site, and at the moment, it does look like it is very light and small out there, but the girls performing really well to be able to get some of the moves down. So, Carlo Herrera a little bit too back foot heavy there. That'll be a first wave for her. Medium score. There wasn't really much of a whack on those little hits, but once again, the wind is light, the waves are small, it is hard to produce the power. 17 minutes on the clock, meaning that it is pure waves, top 2 waves count. And here we have the Australian Perry Roberts entering the first wave of her heat. Check turn off the top, looping that kite around. Now she's going to pull it back. Nice, just getting engaged in that rail, getting a little bit caught up there, but still coming back to the foam ball. Now she's going to try and hit this pocket. Little bit of a foam climb there. Eyeing down the line. Can she get another turn on the final section of the wave? Kind of fizzled out and left her hanging. But still, 2 numbers up on the board. 3.30 and a 3.37. Good start for both of these girls. Perry Roberts keeping herself busy. Obviously saw that there was a little bit of potential on this inside. Okay, she's first check turn. Now she's going to try and create some speed to go down the line and maybe just get a couple of one-hit wonders just to try and get some scores on that scorecard. Turning pretty much on the flats there. That is no wave to be seen. So, yeah, this is not going to be a big counter there for her. Okay, so looks like we've got some action already. Perry Roberts taking the lead with a 9.4 over a 3.37. But we're going to go down to the beach as I can see Carla has the winner of that last heat.
Carla. Gemma has the win of the last heat. Well done, Ines. Congratulations. You're passing through to the finals here at this first event of the year. Tell me about how the heat was.
The heat was really difficult. The conditions are really hard, super light winds. And Mika is really good. She really scared me because she took a really good one just in front of me. For one side I feel really happy, for other one I feel not sad because I know she will be really good in short time and I really have to take care with her.
It's her first wave event, hey? So we're going to give her a little time to develop still.
Yeah, I think she has to be our example and our inspiration. Yeah. For sure, she's really
fantastic. Good. Are you excited about going through to the finals?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
really.
You feel prepared?
Yeah, I think so. The conditions are hard, but I think I'm ready.
Okay. I wish you lots of luck, Ines. I know you can do it. You do know the spot, you know the location, and we can see that you're prepared. So lots of luck, and I hope it goes well for you. We'll see you after the final.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Back to you, Joe.
Thanks a lot, Gemma. Congratulations there, Ines. Really good riding. Like she said, conditions are tough to say the least. We were wishing for bigger and better waves, but unfortunately it is very marginal out there. On the water, semi-final number 2, we have Carla Herrera up against Perry Roberts. So far, Perry has the upper hand, but not by much with a 9.540 average versus an 8.20. So yeah, anything can happen. 12 minutes 30 still left on the clock. Looks like both of these ladies are making their way up to the top and left corner of the competition area. We've been seeing it throughout the competition days. That little reef, those little black spots you can see on the bottom hands of your screen right now, it really does jack up the wave a little bit. And with the conditions out there, we need them to jack up as much as possible. So you can see Perry Roberts riding for Nash, trying to see if she can get a little inside roller. That set does look good. Really, when it's so marginal like it is out there, selection is key to say the least. Those are the keys to the kingdom. If you can get on one of those, you're going to be able to A, get a score, and B, have potential scoring possibilities. So there you can see both Perry Roberts and Carla Herrera just floating around and seeing if something will come their way. Engaging on a first bottom turn here, check turn. Little power, it really is light out there. You can see our race director Juan Antonio having a look and seeing what is happening. Fizzling out on the back, unfortunately not being able to get the ride that she needed there. So still Perry Roberts in first and Carla Herrera in second. You can see Perry circling like a little shark, trying to find those set waves. Perry Roberts on a inside roller, just unfortunately getting off the back. When the conditions are so unsure and light, the wave really does not push you back into position. So unfortunately there, not being able to complete that ride, but she's still in the lead. And Carla Herrera looping on this little wave here. As we've been mentioning, we were trying to go to Punta Preta today. We were there since 6 o'clock in the morning, seeing what the conditions were like, but it just was not enough. There was not enough wind. There was not enough waves, so we have not been able to get the conditions that we were looking for. And we've come back to Kite Beach. This is where it looks like we will be ending the competition here, the first contest of the 2020 season. Perry Roberts keeping herself very active. First check turn on that wave. Can she time it and get something off the top? That's a better hit. Probably one of the best hits we've seen so far. This wave's opening up nicely. Can she link it together? Foam ride. Oh, same thing. The wave did not push her back onto the section. So her back, you can see that back edge just knocked into the water, getting the board from underneath her feet, unfortunately. Just under 9 minutes left on this heat. We can see Perry Roberts in the lead, Carla Herrera in second position. .13, so increasing her lead there. Perry, that last wave, got the average a little bit higher, so just getting a bit more, just under 2 points difference in between these ladies. Carla Herrera on yet another inside wave. Haven't had any sets in this section so far. We haven't had any sets in this heat. Carla making the most of the inside mush, getting a few turns in here. Man, conditions are marginal out there. This could be a good one. Oh, better hit there for Carla. Okay, very nice hit there. Considering what she could do with that wave, she's pretty much squeezing as much juice out of that fruit as possible. So great ride in there from our current world champion. I reckon she might increase her average. Let's see if she's done enough to be able to go up and go through to the first position in the heat so far. Just over 7 minutes left on the clock. Perry Roberts, bottom side turn, hacking off the flats. Looks like maybe she'll have a little bit of a jacked up section here. Can she get a turn on it? Check turn. The wind is very light out there. Turn number 3. This is opening up nicely. Good timing. Oh, just unfortunately a little bit late. Getting hit by the lip. Whap, bang, and getting put to the ground there, the Aussie. So unfortunately that won't be the higher score that she was looking for. So far she is in the lead with a 10-13. She has a 4.03 and a 6.1 for that wave where she really got that nice second or third turn hack. And then we have Carla Herrera with 3.43 and a 4.83. Totaling out, she would need a 5.31 if she wanted to take the lead off of Perry. You can see both of these girls running upwind. Very, very light conditions out there. Perry has decided to do the old 100-meter sprint up the beach. We can see Julia and Diddy helping both of them out. I can hear the crowd going wild. They want to see her going through. Carla Herrera, current world champion. Oh, nice little wave here. What should she make of it? Looks like she's eyeing it up. Will she engage in this little first section? Carla turning around, decided to go with this one. What she got for us here, we can see she's going to loop that kite around, hit that first bottom turn. Can she time it right? Nice turning off the top, pushing as hard as she can, considering to those light conditions. Going to go back to that foam ball. Eye of the Tiger one more time. Loop that kite underneath. You can see her pulling on that side. And turn number 2, linking it up. Okay, good good solid sections there from the Spaniard. And she's going to try and do a couple of foam rides, just to pretty much get some numbers up on that scorecard. Again, not a big wave, not the best selection out there from Carla, but she has to get a little bit more mojo happening, flowing it a bit more, because so far it is looking like Perry Roberts is in the lead with a 10.13 average. There we can see the Nash rider from Australia, Miss Perry Roberts, going all the way out the back. Moving that kite up, down, left, right, and center, trying to squeeze as much power out of it as possible. All the crowd and all you guys on the stream start blowing. Get these knots a little bit higher here in Cape Verde. Conditions are very marginal out there. I can see our race director really having a look out there just to make sure it is still suitable. You can see Miss Roberts just chilling out, making sure she knows where she is. She will know that she's in the lead. That's the beauty of these live scoring. So she knows she is in first position, but only leading by 1.87. Knows that anything can change, because that means, if I'm not mistaken, thank you very much, scores 5.31 will be the name of the game that Carla Herrera will have to get if she wants to improve and go through in first position so far. And Perry is going to be looking to improve that 4.03 backup score to make it even harder out there for the Spaniard. Front and center on your screen, green lycra, Carla Herrera coming at us. Just under 3 minutes left of this heat. Semi-final number 2 of the ladies' final day of the GKA Kite World Cup here in Cape Verde, Isla de Sal. Perry, nice amount of speed. Can she keep it through? Okay, check turn. This is where you can see that section is starting to jack up. If she times this right, she'll be able to get a nice smacker here in turn number 2. Again, flowing through, not the biggest amount of waves, not the biggest amount of wind out there, but she's, you know, really managing it well. Okay, nice section here. Swap, bang! Off the top for the Australian. This is definitely going to be a bigger score than that 4.0 that she had. 4 decent hacks with one kind of outstanding one in the middle. Great riding there from Perry, blowing the cheeks out. Very nice riding. She's got to be happy with that one. 2 minutes left on the ticker. Carla Herrera eyeing up this section here. What she got for us? Engage in first turn, check turn. Now she's going to go back to that foam ball. Keep the speed, wants to time it well so she can hit it. Looping the kite underneath. Let's see if she did get that timing right. Flat middle turn and turn number 2, foam ride. Looping the kite left, right, and center, trying to get as much power out of it as possible, but pretty much just hitting the white water there, so that won't probably be the score that she was looking for, but still waiting for numbers to be dropped. Perry once again dropping in. Check turn. She's going to get some speed. Going to go a little bit further upwind so she can down it, get the speed for this one. Off the top, losing the feet. Wow. Save that one nicely. Yeah. You can see the smile on her face. Knows it's not going to be a big score, but she did pull it together. So at least keeping the board on her feet. 40 seconds left in the second semi-final. It is starting to look like Perry Roberts has put the work in to be able to take the win here. But Carla is in position and does have priority. Just needs to start talking to Poseidon, hoping that a set wave will come her way. It is looking as flat as a pancake out there from my position. Hopefully Carla can see something more. Miss Herrera coming down the line or down the ripple. 10 seconds on the clock. This is going to be her final wave. She would need a 5.38 to be able to go through to the next round. And is definitely not going to get it on that ride. So going through to the next round is going to be this girl. She's happy, she's smiling, she's stoked. Very tough conditions for everybody out there. Your semi-final number 2 winner is from Australia, Perry Roberts. There's the smile there. Miss Roberts making her way through to the final. She will be joining Ines Correa to see who can be crowned queen here in Cape Verde for the first event of the 2020 season. Great riding there for her. Big kiss there for Carlo Herrera. Smiles left, right, and center. Conditions were very hard out of there, but equally as hard for both of them. And this lady here on screen made the most of it, pulled it together, got a few solid hacks, and she is through to the final. Congratulations there, Perry. Awesome riding. Well, there you have the image on the beach. Both of the girls ready. So they both got a very nice heat in their conditions were marginal. We are going to go on a short break as we're just going to have a couple commercials and be right back in a few seconds. Here you can see the people on the beach starting to enjoy the beautiful weather here in Cape Verde. Wind is light, waves are small, unfortunately not what we were expecting. We were holding out until the very end to see if we could have the beautiful Punta Preta peeling off of that right point break, but it just did not come true. So we've had to come back to Kite Beach and make our way here to be able to get on the waves. Light conditions out there, it is still 100% waves. Top 2 waves count. Those are the ones that are going to give you the numbers to go through. So far, just coming off of the water, we saw Miss Perry Roberts in the second semi-final, meaning she is going to be a finalist. And I know we're going to have a short interview with her very soon. And just getting the little singing in my ear down from Gemma. Gemma, how is Perry feeling after that semi-final?
I think Perry is fully stoked right now. Perry Roberts, first event of the year, your first final. What an awesome start to the season.
Yeah, I can't wipe the smile off my face. I'm like ecstatic. It was so tricky out there, but I'm like so excited that I've made it. Finally, a final, and yeah, I'm so happy.
What do you think? I mean, how do you feel about the conditions? Are you going to be able to give it your best out there?
I think, yes, I might have to make a few changes to my setup, but it's fun and it's on my front side. I'm loving it and I'm just enjoying kiting in a competition.
What size were you riding out there?
A 9, and it was marginal, so I might have to switch to my 11. We'll know. We'll see.
Great job. A little message back home to everyone who is watching. I hope your family are watching because it's your first final.
Yeah. Hello again. I'm so stoked. I know you'll be happy and I know you'll be tearing behind the TV. So yeah, thank you and keep watching.
Awesome job, Perry. Congratulations. We're super excited and we can't wait to see you in the final.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Back to you, Joe.
Thanks a lot, girls. And there you have it. A beautiful kiss there from Perry saying hi to the family. I hope you guys are watching her. That was semi-final number 2. Perry Roberts taking the win. She will be going up against Ines Correa in a final. Hopefully conditions are going to be increasing a little bit. Just waiting to get the information in. We are on standby at the moment. But we will be going into sequence very soon. The beach looks like it's starting to get nice and busy. Front and center with the Bulyka. There you have your second finalist. Who will prevail? Who will be crowned the queen of Cape Verde? We will find out very soon. Okay, so just got the sequence in. What is going to happen? We are going to be going in sequence in the water with the mini final in between Carla Herrera and Micaeli. So that's going to be coming up very shortly. Just going into sequence. Both of these ladies going to go out on the water. Carla Herrera going out. The conditions are light. I think I can see the girls going out on 10 and 11 meter kites. Let's see who will prevail. This is the battle for that third and fourth position of the GKA Kite-Surf World Cup here in Cape Verde. There we can see Mika just getting all the images there from Mint, our videographer. That's the man behind all of the gold, all of the beauty of those highlight videos that you see every single day, putting in the hours in getting those shots, getting the white of her eyes. She is going in for the mini final. You can just hear the sequence of the AP flag going down, meaning in 1 minute, we will have red flag for mini final number 1 of the ladies. Micaeli Sol versus Carla Herrera. And that's the sound, that's the buzzer, meaning that we are going into red flag in sequence for the mini final of the ladies here in Cape Verde. 3 minutes until we start. 17 minutes of action-packed surfing out here. First up, we will have Carla Herrera. She is up against Micaeli Sol. Carla Herrera, current world champion, coming from the Ocean Rodeo family with the green lycra. And then also we have Micaeli Sol, current world champion of the twin tip freestyle, out there as well. So talk about a world champion standoff. Micaeli Sol, duotone rider on the blue lycra, making her way out to the back. Look like she is on her 9 meter, if my eyesights don't fail me. And then you can see Carla Herrera here. I know she's out on that 10 meter Ocean Rodeo kite. Interesting choice of equipment out there. Looks like both of the girls have a little bit more volume in their boards just to be going past those flat sections. The hollower the wave, the faster the wave, you thin out those edges and make the boards as sharp as possible to A, hold the speed, and B, be able to slice it apart. And as the waves get mushier and a little bit more onshore, you want the volume so that you can keep the speed throughout the lulls of those waves. Carla Herrera and Micaeli Sol front and center on your screen, just cruising and perusing on the left-hand side of the competition area. That's the place, that's the spot, that's the X marks the spot where the treasure chest of those little inside rollers do happen. Will we be able to see gold? Will they be able to get those little coins? Hopefully they will be able to, but it is very far and few between the sets, and it does look like the wind is even lighter. And there's the siren, there's the buzzer, there's the noise. That means the first mini-final of the women's is out on the water. Micaeli Sol versus Carla Herrera. You can see on your screen there in the blue lycra, we have the young Brazilian eyeing up a little bit of chop. Let's see what she can do for us on this little opener. Doesn't look like there's any wave out there. Is she going to go for this one? Okay, yes, she is looping the kite around, engaging first turn off the top. Nice little whack. Now she want to go back to that foam ball. See if it will jack up on the bottom section. Does look like she got two nice hacks. Foam right, keep it together. Going head over heels and looking almost dropping a kite there. Good first turn. Just unfortunately that second one got caught up. Still opener there for Micaeli Sol. Carla Herrera there coming in onto the screen. Getting that kite low and powerful. Needs to get as much speed as possible because the wind is lulling out on that inside section of the waves. Check turn number one right out on the flats. Going to want to try and go a little bit more vertical to get those points. Easier said than done in these light wind conditions. Opting to stay in the bottom section of the wave to be able to keep the power and keep the speed. Different tactics out there on the water, but hey, this is why these girls are world champions. If anybody can do it, it's these two. 2.83 for that last wave there for Micaeli Sol. What will the one from Carla be like? Definitely got to be similar. Talk about similar. Coming some numbers up on the board. See what we got. 2.90. Very, very close. I guess she just got that little extra kudos for linking the turns up. But if Mika had made that second turn, that would have been a bigger score. So early in the heat, 15 minutes to go, 17-minute heat. We are 100% waves at the first event of the Cape Verdean leg here for the GKA Kite World Tour. Who will prevail? This is for the battle for third and fourth position. Does look like just on that section where Carla is there, you have a possibility of getting some sort of a turn in. Foam right here. You can see just getting pulled off the wave there, unfortunately, Carla. Bit of a little hack there. Nothing too special. Wave is very small, utilizing the white water as much as possible. Trying to keep herself busy, basically, just to be able to get some numbers up on that scorecard. Big transition in between turns there, so judges aren't going to score that too heavily. What judges really are looking for is wave selection. They're looking for you to pick out the good ones, ride them all the way along, instead of just hitting a wave, then kind of it lulling out, going forward, then hitting it again and lulling out. They really want to see the fluidity, joining, linking sections, but obviously taking into account the conditions that are out there, they are lenient. Micaeli Sol there, unfortunately, just getting loose on that turn, losing that back foot. 6.57 there for Carla. She got a 3.67 for that last wave. 3.33 on the board for Mika. Carla making her way out. Obviously, she's going to try and stay upwind because you do want to be in position when any sort of a swell does come through. This one looks like it might open up nicely. She's got a good amount of speed looping the kite. Okay, going to engage in the first check turn. Stays on the wave. Just look at that. Just no wind at all on that inside section. It really does flatten out. I can see it even glassing out there. Carlo Herrera making the most of this. Oh, nice little hack there. This wave does look like it's formed nicely. Turned around quickly to get it. Come on, Carla, give us some action out there. Shebang! Letting buckets of water out. That is going to be a very decent score there for the Spaniard. Good selection there. Turned around quickly. Saw that that was a good one. Went for it. Pushed it. Hacked it. And got the numbers. Mika looks like she's coming into the shore. Going to try and decide what to do. Trying to get as much upwind as possible. 4.80 there for that last wave from Carla. Sorry, 4.60. So increasing her lead. She is in the lead by a 4.04. Michaeli So is going to need a 5.44 if she wants to take the lead from the Spaniard. What that means is Mika needs to go out the back and wait for the good ones, because today, with the conditions at hand, only set waves are going to be able to give you those numbers. As we mentioned before, Mika making her way out to get back to that sweet spot, to get back where X marks the spot of where those rollers come in. We've gone from bulldozer to Playmobil now. The waves are going smaller and smaller. Hopefully we'll be able to get a little bit more swell as the tide does push. But very, very marginal conditions out there at the moment. Carlo Herrera also tacking up wind. She has a decent lead at the moment. Knows that Mika has to get a 5.40 something to be able to go through and take the lead from her. So comfortably in first position in this mini final. Mika Sol making her way down the line, pumping that board to try and get some speed. You can see it is very light out there. She's going to loops it around. Looks like she's going to try and decide to do something on this little inside little roller, but unfortunately no. So go making her way back out. Okay, Carla once again getting some power coming through. Getting a turn in front of Mika, just losing the balance there a bit. Foam ride, a little bit of a ride up the top. Bit off the back. Judges are going to deduct there, but still turn free. Making the most of this wave. Sticking to the power zone, which is allow her to at least get something. But unfortunately, they're just getting caught up and laying back out. So still, let's see what she's got. She's got a 3.67 as a backup score. Not sure if that's going to cut it to increase that backup, but still keeping herself busy. Carlo Herrera, our current world champion in the green lycra, out on the water. Here we have Mika dropping in on a nice one. Big hack. Oh, just losing the fins. Going over the front edge there. Just getting a little bit too pulled over by a kite. And 3.90 there for Carlo Herrera. So increasing by 0.23 of a point on her average. Making it even harder for Mika. She would need a 5.67 if she wants to take the lead now. Okay, both of the competitors out on the water. You could see on the right in the green we had Carla, and coming in on what looks like a very nice set wave. One of the biggest ones we've seen of the day so far. Let's see what the young Brazilian can make of it. Aya the Tiger going down the line, looping that kite, going to engage in that first turn. Nice little layback. The wave has fizzled off, to say the least, on the bottom section. Can it jack up again and hopefully be able to give her a couple more opportunities of a turn? Looks like, unfortunately, it didn't. This is another wave there for Mika. This will be scored separately. Big whack off the top. Nice amount of speed on the exit of that turn. One hit wonder, but judges are going to be liking that. So I reckon she might just improve her scores there. Carla Herrera, a little bit of a foam climb. Getting caught up. The kite looked like it completely slacked out and wasn't able to maintain that speed. So at the moment as we stand, Carla once again increasing her lead to an 8.73. And Mika Sol, some numbers are being dropped. Let's see if she can increase over that last one. No, she can't. So she will be staying with the same points and needs a 5.9 if she wants to take the lead off of this lady on your screen from Spain, Carla Herrera. Miss Herrera making her way out there. Gonna go back to the green. Back to the area to see if she can take those rins. See if she can take the win here. Looks like a bit of movement out there. Hopefully we'll be able to get a good set in. Carla deciding to take off even though this wave is broken. She's obviously seen something that she liked. There is a bit more size on this one. 6 minutes left on the ticker. Looping that kite around. Going to engage in that first bottom turn. Good timing. Off the foam ball now. It's turn number 2. Another check turn just to keep the speed. She's going to go back to the power position of the wave. Hoping that on the bottom section it will link up and go a little bit more vertical. Jacking the kite around. What she got for us here? Big hack on the inside. Still going along. And it looks like she dropped her kite to end off that wave. But no, nice relaunch capability there of the Ocean Rodeo. Checking it out. Carla Herrera, let's see what score she got for that one. Just waiting for some numbers to be dropped on that last wave from Carla to see if it increases her overall lead. She is currently leading by 4.37, 873 on the board. Mika Sol here on the inside. Looks like she's eyeing up something. Very small conditions out there. 15 years of age. This girl has loads of talent and loads of time left. Already a world champion herself. 2 times world champion. Looking to get involved in the wave tour. Great to have her competing on all different disciplines. Such a good water woman out there. Going to be interesting to see how she does on the overall after all the different events that we have on this season. We'll be going to Dakla. We got Mauritius. We got Denmark. We got various places all over the way. Make sure you tune into the live streams at every event. Give us the shout outs. Get the questions. Get the insights from all of the riders. So far, just under 4 minutes left of this mini final of the ladies. Carla Herrera in the lead, and trailing behind we have Michaeli Sol. Mika on a very nice set wave, looping it over. Okay, big foam climb there. Looks like a section on the bottom. Can she link it up and make some moves? Really breaking it there. The judges are not going to like the fluidness there, but that turn was much better. Letting the tail loose. Linking it with turn number 3, but still not quite as fluid as the Spaniard. Does have a bit more power, Mika, but just doesn't have the join in the section as much as before. Carla Herrera attacking upwind, making sure she is in position. 2.5 minutes left on the clock. Still enough time to get one more wave. She knows Michaeli So is more than capable of getting the 480 that she needs, so she's going to want to stick. She has priority, stay up the top, and make sure she takes off on the good one so that Mika can't get that score. Mika, also a very tactical rider, knows exactly where she has to be. Let's see what the Spaniard has decided to go off on this one here. Let's see. She will be looking to improve on that 413 backup score. Carla on yet another wave, keeping herself very busy, losing all of the power there. Really a big low in the inside section of that one. Check turn there, nothing much. What's she got for us on this another turn? Opening up her arms, flying around, trying to flap and make as much speed as possible. Foam ride here on this inside, not going to be a very big score. Hasn't really been able to produce a solid turn yet. I think she's decided against this one and is going to re-tack up win. Just over 1 minute left of this mini-final. There we can see Mika Sol getting very, very close to Carla Herrera with that last wave, 8.06. So what she would need is a 4.60 if she wants to take the lead. She has position. She has priority as well. If a good set would come Mika's way, she could have the possibility of getting it. Deciding to throw all the beans on this one. It does look like a nice one. Okay, Mika Sol, first turn. Big hack off the top. Still keeps the speed. Looping the kite again. Can she link it with turn number 2? She does. Big spinner. This is looking like a good one here for the Brazilian. Carla is going to be watching this and is going to be worried. Fizzled out at the end. Is that enough for her? Needs a 460 on the board. Going to be interesting to see how the judges score that one. 3 seconds left. Carla Herrera is going to be taking off on this wave. Very, very close as I can see some scores being dropped. Foam climb there from the Spaniard. What she got on the bottom section. Really does flatten out this wave in the middle part of the competition area. Okay, engaging for one more time. Good amount of speed. About as flat as the pancakes I had this morning. So that is not going to be able to be enough there. Who will be going through to the next round? It is as close as it can get. Mika needed a 4.6 if she wanted to go through. Judges are still waiting to lock those scores in. Just waiting for a last judge to introduce a score. Obviously was very close. Waiting for the number to come in, waiting for confirmation, but it does look like Miss Herrera has done enough. One more score to be dropped. It needed to be a big change for it to happen. Conditions are so tough out there, as you've seen. Very small waves. Wind was light. And it's official. Miss Carla Herrera is going through. She is going to be on 3rd position. And in 4th position will be Mika Sol. Now the grand finale for all the money, all the kudos, all the coin will be between Looks like we had a technical difficulty there. I apologize. So one more time, congratulations to Miss Herrera. She is going to be in third position with Mika in fourth. And out on the water, we have Perry Roberts versus Ines Correa for the final of the women's of the GKA Kite-Surf World Cup here in Cape Verde. Okay, so it looks like we are very close to going into sequence for this big finale between Ines and Perry Roberts. We'll be right back after a short commercial break.
Dias primavera tá de volta, já tinha aprendido passar lição. Já ponha medló, já fiquei de cabeça.
Okay, the siren has gone. The name of the game is the finale between these two ladies, Perry Roberts and Ines Correa, out on the water. 17 minutes of action. We have 3 minutes transition. Both of these girls already starting off with a wave on your screen, front and center. Duotone rider, originally from Portugal, but local here in Cape Verde. Ines Correa pretty much making the most of the whitewater section. Not quite sure how she kept that one together. Really love the flow of this lady. She just linked the turns really nicely. Keeps the speed. Reads the wave. But hey, that is why she is in the final. Letting the tail loose on that one. Turn number 4 and a finisher here on the inside. Just not getting the power. Looks like, unfortunately, coming off of the back of the wave there. But yep. Scores coming up. We have something coming up for Perry. Looks like she's changing the kite there, going a little bit bigger. And Ines starting off with a 4.90 with Perry Roberts with a 2.83. Great riding there from both of them. Early days of the heat. 15 minutes of action left on the clock. Ines Correa making her way out to the red buoy, staying in position. She knows this place better than anybody and knows she has to be right behind that little reef to make sure she is there when those rollers come through. Set waves is the name of the game. When it's small out there and conditions are difficult, selection is the keys to the castle. If you can pick off a good one, that does peel off down the reef, get the turns in, get the power, get the flow. That is going to be very hard to beat. So far, we have Ines with a 4.90, and then we have Perry Roberts with a 2.83. And here we can see Ines Correa making her way back to the shore. But talking about the shore, I can see that we have Carla Herrera down on the beach with Gemma.
Thank you very much, Joe. Carla, congratulations. You managed to finish on a podium position this first event of the year. Tell me how it was.
Well, today was super tricky because wind is going down, waves are also going down, so it's getting more and more difficult, more tricky. And to be honest, it's more than I expected because Cape Verde for me was always the worst 7.
Yeah.
Because I'm always backside here. There are really good waves on Ponta Preta, but for me are the worst. Yeah, I really prefer to compete here, so I'm super happy with.
You're the first person who said that to us this week, really? So it's good. Yeah.
Yeah, because here I'm frontside, so for me it's much easier to do something here than do it on Ponta Preta. So I'm happy to be able to compete here, and luckily on this island we have a lot of conditions. We can really play everywhere. If there are nothing on Ponta Preta like today, we can come back here, so it's really nice place.
Well, congratulations. We're very happy for you with your podium finish, and we wish you lots of luck for your next event, and we'll see you shortly at the prize giving.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Carla. Congratulations. Back to you, Joe. Gracias.
Felicidades, guapa. Muy orgulloso. Congratulations there, Carla. What a performance. Third position here in the first event of the year in the waves. Really good to see her surfing really well out there considering the hard conditions. But wow, talk about turns. Did you guys back at home see that wave from Perry Roberts? Linking the turns together, really pushing it. And the judges are rewarding it with a 5.33. So Perry Roberts edging out Ines Correa from that throne at the moment. So far, it does look like an 8.16 for Perry versus a 4.9 for Ines. You can see Ines looking over her shoulder. She's eyeing up something. Can't quite see it out there. Looks like she's maybe going to take off on this one. No, deciding against it. She's going to go back out, make herself stay upwind and see what she can get at the bottom. Okay, no, completely looks like this one is going to be a decisive moment here for Ines. Good amount of speed. You can see her pulling that bar around, so that kite does take her over, but the wave completely flattened out there and was not able to get a turning. Conditions are light, conditions are low. Girls and guys really having to pull all the aces out of their sleeve to be able to get the points and get the numbers up on those scorecards. The name of the game is the women's final here at the Cape Verdean GKA Kite World Cup event. Who will be crowned Queen of Cape Verde? We will find out very soon. It's going to be a battle between Perry Roberts from Australia and Ines Correa from Portugal. We already know that third position's been taken by our current world champion, Carlo Herrera from Spain. And fourth position is for Micaeli Sol from Brazil. Both of the girls going back upwind, making sure, once again, positioning is key. Perry looks like she's trying. There's a bit of movement there behind her. Had a very nice wave. She has the highest scoring wave of the heat so far with a 5.33. Good, powerful hacks considering to light wind conditions. Been surfing very, very well throughout the beginnings of the year, and then was a very surprise in Mauritius. Man, did this girl pull into some big waves. And here we have her linking up on yet another set wave. See what she has for us. Already one check turn, goes back, stay into the little ripple foam ball, if we can call it. Now she's going to check turn down. See if she can get on this inside little whacker. Shebang! Off the top. Hard conditions out there, but the Aussie really making the most of the waves that are thrown her way. Not going to be the biggest of score, but still going to definitely increase over that second backup score that she has. So she's going to position herself even further in the lead. Ines Correa just chilling and waiting. 9 minutes still left on the clock. Anybody's game. Who will prevail and who will be queen here in Cape Verde? We will find out in about 9 minutes. After this winner's final, we're going to move over to the men, as we are going to be starting off with semi-final 1 and 2. James Carew versus Pedro Matos. Machu Lopez versus Ayrton Cosolino. That is pretty much kite surfing royalty on the water. That is going to be a battle. That is going to be a war. It is going to be a massacre. And there can only be one champion here in Cape Verde. Ines coming down on a wave here, keeping herself busy. She needs a 4.24 to take the lead. Easy numbers for both of these ladies, so they're going to be trained in first position, left, right, and center. Nice turn there from the lady from Portugal. Can she get a third turn? Good turn. Go! Getting pulled across. Not quite sure what happened with a kite there, but keeping it together. Perry answering in the back. Wall climb there. all just losing her edge, unfortunately. Can she get the timing? Missing the timing on that one and hitting the wave a little bit too far underneath due to that little wobble she had on the bottom turn. I'm going to say Ines is going to have a very good score being added to her card. Just waiting for numbers to be dropped. She needed a 4.24 to take the lead, and I think she's definitely done that. But Perry Roberts is also looking to increase on that 380 backup score. Gonna be close. 6.67 for Ines, taking the lead here in the final. Perry's gonna have to up her game once again. 7 minutes left on the clock. Ines coming towards the shore here. Woody has a good wave on the competition area. Will she be able to get another one? 7.00 on the cards. Highest scoring wave of the day. This is why she has been one of the favorites throughout the event. And she is up against the other favorite, Perry Roberts. Powerful rider there from Australia. Needs a 6.58 to regain the lead here from Ines. Ines putting in a lot of work at the beginning to get those points. Great riding there from her. But anything can happen. 6 minutes left of action in this final. Ines making her way back out. Already has gained the lead, hitting a solid 7.0 average on that last wave. Great surfing there from her. Really took the, patience, timing, and positioning. But hey, she does live out here in Cape Verde, so is in sync with the ocean. She's in sync with Mother Nature down here on the Isla de Sal. Beautiful location here in the Cape Verdean Islands. No wonder this girl lives out here. We've been having such a good time for the first event of the 2020 season. Take the opportunity to thank all the sponsors, thank everybody that makes this possible. Joe and Giada, our event organizers. These guys make us feel at home and just make us feel as welcome as possible down here. Not had the best waves that we were hoping for, but still had good conditions out there. Here we have once again Ines eyeing up a section. Big hack to start off. This one's jacking up nicely. Once again, positioning, timing, scoring the points that she needs. Huge bottom turn, layback. Oh, losing the front foot. Can she pull it together? No, she can't. Not quite. Don't think that will be an increase over her backup score. Perry destroying that bit of whitewater. Good timing here off the lip, a little bit too flat. She needs to try and get a little bit more vertical. Throwing that hair around on the screen. Miss Roberts from Australia. Four and a half minutes left on the ticker. Both the girls are going to be going back upwind in front of that little reef. Searching for yet another set. I reckon we got time for one or two sets still to go. Ines is winning by 2.97, and Perry Roberts is going to need a 7.0 if she wants to take the win here in Cape Verde. 7.01, excuse me. It's going to be a hard score to get. She's definitely going to have to hunt down a set wave. I think it's time to be patient, get in tune with the energy, talk to Poseidon, get him to throw some waves our way, and hopefully be able to link it up and increase in the lead even more there, Ines. 7.35 is the name of the game for Perry Roberts to take the lead in this heat. Just over 3 minutes left. 12.67 for Ines. 10.43. 26 for Perry Roberts. Can see there's been some revising on the last wave there from Perry, making sure head judge Mallory de la Marque making sure everything is in tune, everything is synced up. That's why we can see a few changes being made on the screen there. Great work there from our judging panel, making sure they are getting every single little detail, making sure that the scores are as precise as possible. Yeah, great work there from our boys. You can see Ines fishing, scavenging, looking, circling the break like a little shark, waiting for that wave to come through. Perry flying through the water, checking out her watch, making sure she knows how much time, and it looks like we have a very nice set coming our way. But hey, Cape Verde would not leave us hanging here in the final. We want a last opportunity of a standoff, of a trade of positions here between these two beautiful ladies. What will they be able to do for us? 1 minute 40 left on the clock. Ines deciding on the first wave. I reckon Perry will probably go around the back and see if she can pick off a little bit of a bigger one. Okay, Ines is definitely looking down. She is going to decide to go for this one. First check turn, sticking herself near the power zone to see if it will open up on the inside section. Check turn again, a little bit flat, but the wave still hasn't jacked up on that little bit of reef. Was this the right one to pick? I can see Perry in the back as well. Better turn there from Ines, really driving through the fins to be able to get buckets of water out. And again, a nice little check turn on the white water. Small but consistent wave here from the lady from Portugal. Perry Roberts needs a big one to be able to get the numbers out there. Losing the back edge on that, unfortunately. 45 seconds left on the clock. Ines is still going down the line on this one, but judges won't value it as much because really it almost counts as two ways because it flats out so much through that middle section. You can't really call it fluidity throughout there, but still going to be a good score. Will it increase on her 4.9 average? Going to be close. Perry knows it's a decisive moment, so decided to go on a little one on the inside. 14 seconds left on the ticker, coming up to 10. Will we see another trade-off? Oh, losing the board on the last turn on that wall. Needs a 7.42 to take the lead, waiting for scores to be dropped, but not quite sure. Still, there are some numbers to be confirmed. Very harsh conditions out there for both of these ladies. I want to take this opportunity to say a big round of applause and a congrats to both of them. Let's please get those results in as soon as possible and let us know down here on the stream. As it stands, Ines is in first and Perry is in seconds. There's been some revision on that last wave. Will it make the difference? Who will take the win? Can see a little smirk there from Ines. Does that mean? Can it mean? Will it mean that? It does look like your Cape Verdean GKA Kite World Cup first event winner is from Portugal, Ines Correa. Great work there from here. She has got to be stoked to take the win down in her second home. Really good riding from her, and a big shout out to Perry Roberts. Great riding there from her. And you can see our tour manager Tom Hartman giving her the kudos, giving her the shouts. Congratulations, Ines. Parabéns. But going straight into sequence after this, we will have semi-final of the men between Pedro Matos and James Carew. This is war. I'm only going to say one word, and it's going to be ah! You can see the media team, Mint and Raza, getting the first raw emotions there from our champion, taking the win here at the first event. Congratulations, the Queen of Cape Verde, Ines Correa. Coming up next, we're going to have Mr. Pedro Matos from Brazil, duotone rider, versus the powerhouse James Carew, teammate on the duotone team, battling it out to see who can make their way through to the finals here in Cape Verde. Okay, if I can say, yeah, that looks like the white kite out the back, and the green lycra is Mr. Carew. And then we have red kite, blue lycra will be Mr. Matos. Australia versus Brazil. Power versus style. Technique versus balls. Who will prevail? 17 minutes on the clock. James Carew last season coming out 3rd position overall on the general ranking. Very powerful surfer, obviously coming from the background of surfing from Australia. And he is up against Pedro Matos from Brazil. A very, very talented rider. Also an incredible free surfer and really improving on the strapless freestyle. Has a pure surf style. Both of these boys know how to throw down. Who will prevail? We will soon find out. Both of the boys circling to see when, where, how, and what they will take off on as their heat opener. Goldilocks Carew on the right. Looks like Pedro's deciding maybe to go on that first wave. Nope. Going against it. James sticking, staying upwind, meaning he has priority. And Carew opening up. Big inside hack on the face. Shebang! Vertical turn off the top. Exciting stuff again. Buckets of water throwing out here from the Aussie. Ah! Come on, James. Really small wave on the inside, but these boys making the most of it. The ocean is moving. Mr. Carew making the tide come up here in Cape Verde. Here we can see him ending off of that wave, starting off with power. My boy, Mr. Carew. Great riding there from him. Pedro Matos waiting out the back. One of the things I love about Pedro is his surfing style. He is so calm, collected, and smooth. And he had one of the best 360s we've seen to date. Anybody's game here, and it looks like he's going to take off on a nice inside roller. Mr. Matos from Brazil going to be looping in. Let's just watch this wave before we go down to the interview with Gemma. First check turn on the inside section. It is jacking up very nicely. Oh, just getting pulled off the back there, unfortunately there, Pedro. But before we continue with the action here in the water, we are going to go down with our queen, Ines Correa. Gemma, how is our champion feeling?
Indeed, she is the champion of this first event of 2020. It must be an amazing feeling, Ines. You've taken the first win. How good do you feel right now?
I feel really happy to take the win here in my second home. Actually, almost my first home. In front of all my friends. Yes. Yeah, I feel really happy, especially because Perry is really good. I was nervous with her. She's ripping. She's young. Yeah, I feel really good to win with her.
Are you excited for the 2020 season after taking this first win? Does it motivate you to continue this year with more events?
Let's see, because competition for me, it's hard. I'm always super nervous, and my life just just turned off during 1 week. Yeah. So let's see. Let's see if I can change my plans for the future. Yeah, I have to think about.
Well, congratulations. We're very happy for you taking the win, taking the crown at this first event, and we'll see you on the podium during our prize giving in just a little while.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ines. Back to you, Joe.
Thank you very much. Congratulations one more time, Ines. Insane work. Okay, so Pedro Matos dropping in on a much better wave. It did look like it jacked up. It didn't quite work as well as he expected. Here we can see just beautiful surf style, just really arcing that turn through, making it all the way around. lulling out a little bit in the beginning. Once again, judges are rewarding fluidity and taking the wave from the top to the bottom, but without those big breaking sections in the middle, because it almost counts as 2 waves. Mr. Carew going out again. Okay, link turn going back towards the little drizzle, the little ripple of the white water here. He's going to be looping down, trying to get yet another section, timing it out, but deciding against it. James is going to be sticking further up the top section of the competition area. Okay, a 477 being dropped there for Pedro, meaning that he will go into the lead with a 7.34 and a 133 for that last wave there from James. But he is going back up to first position, trading off wave for wave, turn for turn, pound for pound down here in Cape Verde, Brazil versus Australia. Two completely different styles out on the water, and I gotta say, 2 of my favorite riders out on the water. James Carew, there's nothing but power, and Pedro, there ain't much more style when it comes to surfing. It is very good to see both of these boys on the water. Who will prevail? We will know very shortly. Just under 12 minutes left on the clock. 8.07 there for Pedro Matos, and an 8.03, so scores are being looked at, checked, and revised. At the moment, we have Pedro in the lead. Here we can see James powering towards, oh, getting caught up, taken out by a little fish there. Not quite sure what that was about. Harsh steals. But maybe it happened for a reason. Didn't look like that wave was opening up too much, so he's going to make his way back up. In the lead at the moment, we have Mr. Matos. And in second position, James Carew, but literally only by 0.04 of a point. James would need a 137 to take the lead. More than capable of getting those scores of 6.70 to start off, but Pedro Matos getting busy. Nice turn there, check back turn towards the trailing edge of this white water. Waiting for that bottom section, looking left, right, and center, trying to say, hey, wave, you want to jack up? I'm trying to get some turns on you. Okay, nice section here. Good power through the top. Does put the board vertical, but didn't get the speed out of it. Judges are going to take that into account. They want to see equal entry and exit speed on all of the turns. That's a much nicer turn, really low crouch style. Looping the kite down one more time. Cut back turn. Okay. Oh, trying a 180 there, just getting caught up on the fins. Let's see what Mr. Carew had. I saw him moving up to the top edge of the competition area. Looks like Pedro is going to be increasing his lead with that last wave. Not the hugest of scores, but still numbers on the board, scores on the card. We can see the Aussie just eyeing up. The left-hand side does look like there's some movement out the back there. He's in position. It's all about being patient. So we can see Pedro running up the beach, making sure he knows what scores are out there, how it is going. So far, James with the highest score with a 677. Okay, looks like he's going to go off on this one. Solid hack there on the inside. The wave has really fizzled out. One hit wonder there for him. Still keeping himself busy. Has position, has priority. And it looks like he's going to go off on this one. By the way, he's moving his board around. Yep, he is. Okay, James taking off on a wave. Big open face hack, just opens those shoulders with so much, such style and power. You would not mess with James on a wave. Turn number 2, back to the white water. Check turn, making sure he's in position to be able to get a hack. Breaking himself up to get the wall a little bit higher so he can pull something off. Looks like he did do that very little flip we saw yesterday. Just a 2-turn on that wave, but that is definitely going to be bigger than that 177 backup score he has. And Pedro Matos out the back, also rummaging around on the little inside roller. Good turn there from him, just on the back, really looping off the back of the wave. Nat turning against that one. James, a 3-ish coming in, meaning he's going to increase and probably take the lead away from Pedro. But these boys, it's going to be down to the wire, to the buzzer, to the final seconds of the heat. Just under 8 minutes left of semi-final number 1. Pedro looking like he had a wave, but here we have James going out on a very nice outside wave. Okay, looping around, look at the amount of power. Shebang! Off the top. Really good ride in here from the Aussie. Can this wave make it up at the bottom? One of the best turns, second best turns we've seen. 2 solid hits there from the Aussie. I know the judges are going to be liking that one. Only a 2-hit wonder. You know, it is only a 2-turn wave. Pedro crouching down as if there was something. Oh, claim, no claim from the Brazilian. So, as it stands, it would be a 4:38 for Mr. Matos to lead. Didn't quite see that last wave, but looking like he's definitely going to get that. But then I'm seeing a decent-sized number being dropped here for James. A very decent-sized number being dropped for the Aussie. He is putting in some numbers on the board. Pedro Matos also, this is the kind of semi-final we wanted to see in between these two duotone teammates. As we stand with James Carew in the lead by 9.87. Pedro Matos getting a 5.87 for that last wave. And James once again regaining the lead, 6.77 on the cards. Action-packed, both of these boys. Who will leave the water with a smirk on their face? We will find out very soon. Six minutes left. Guys, can we just reset the timer and get another 16 minutes of action? Semi-final number 1, James Carew, Pedro Matos from Brazil. Standing and trading blows down here in Cape Verde. 11.37 for Pedro Matos in second position. And in first, we have Mr. Carew with a 13.47. Ah! Very close in between the two. There must be some polls, some betting, some beers on the line to see who would take this semi-final number 1. And let's not forget the action coming up next. We have the 2 main names of the Cape Verdean fleet in this competition. We have Machu Lopez back from injury. Mr. Tropical himself back in the water. And then we have Ayrton Cosolino, our current world champion. Action on the water. Who will prevail? We will find out very shortly. But at the moment, it looks like the Australian powerhouse is giving it to the Brazilian. But if anybody can get the high scores in the end, it can be Pedro. So that is why we have Mr. James Bolt running up the beach there to get back into position. Pedro would need a 7:33 to get the win, to go back into the lead. Tension in the booth, tension on the beach. Semi-finals here in Cape Verde. Oh, you can see James means business. He is going through the waves like there is a bat out of hell. Pedro, such a talented surfer and has an arsenal of weapons in his fleet. He has done 360s. He can do the turns. He has the style. He has the fluidity. He has the cheek and he has the grin. But he is up against James Carew, but looks like today also has the power. Who will it be who takes semi-final number 1? James Carew said, "Thank you very much for giving me that wave." Coming in on the inside. Loopity-loop in the kite, turn number 1. Ba, 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 boom. Losing the back foot. That wasn't the turn he was looking for. Not sure that this will be a very high scorer for James. He is unhooked there, so obviously looking for that backside 180 we saw him trying the last couple of days. had a very nice varial flip that we've seen Ayrton Cosolino doing on those stand-up paddle boards and also starting to incorporate it in the sports. These guys mixing it up, doing all different water sports. It's what it's about. It's about the watermen and the water women out there. Coming from Brazil, Pedro Matos down the line, looking to see what he can get with this first wave. Check turn, nice and stylish, pushing off the fins to go back to the foam ball. Come on, Pedro, give us some stuff. He's got a hand in his air, trying to find out what he would need. As we look at the numbers, we look at the scoring, the live scoring. How is it going? It looks like Pedro would need a 7:33 to take the lead from James. James put it in the work early. He had the first and his 6 waves are the ones counting. Nice little roller on the inside. Good timing. What's he got for us here? Is he going to switch up the feet? Yes, he is. That can only mean one thing. James Carew dropping in for turn number 1. Just an open face hack, powering back towards the white water. Will it open up on the inside? He's looping the kite around. Turn number 2, shebang off the top. This is where it fuzzes out, lowers out, and completely goes flat on the middle section. But he's found the inside. Just a little backside air, unhooking, looping the kite around. Okay, he is gone unhooked to try and mix it up a bit, but nah, not the most stylish of turns we've seen there from Australian. But still, he is in the lead with a 1.83 point lead. Pedro Matos also out there trying to get that 7:33 that he would need. 1 minute 20 seconds left on the clock. Decent score being dropped here from Pedro. I can see some numbers coming in. Will it be enough to take the lead? We'll find out very soon. Oh, he's going to be running up to the top section of the competition area. It is coming to the minuto. 1 minute 60 seconds on the clock. So far, this boy here, James Carew in the lead. He's got a smirk. He's got a smile. I think he knows he has done as much as he can do to take the win here. But do not leave it down to Mr. Matos to throw in an absolute bomb in the closing moments of the heat. We've seen him do it before. Will we see it do it again? 20 seconds left on the clock. James Carew looking like he's going for yet another wave. Likes what he sees. Very down on the inside section. Going to be interesting to see if Pedro has also gone on another wave. Very small one. Pedro is out the back trying to get one more. That is the end of the heat. Waiting for some numbers to be dropped. But I'm going to go as far as saying James looking, trying to find out if he's done enough. A big shout out to both of these gladiators out here in the Coliseum of Kite Beach. Really good riding from both of them. Very powerful style versus power. Has this man here done enough? He's got a face of confirmed. He's got a face of anger. Is it true? Can it be? Waiting for the last score to be dropped in. Mr. Carew walking up. Both of the riders coming off of the water. And it is true. James Carew making his way through to the finals. Big congratulations to him and a very big congratulations to this man, Pedro Matos. Great riding, boys. Incredible work. Okay, welcome back, everybody. That was one of the best semi-finals we've seen here. 2020 season, first event of the year. Cape Verde is the name of the game. James Carew advancing through to the final, but out on the water, we have this man, Ayrton Cosolino, our current world champion, up against his good friend, Matthew Lopez. Ayrton connecting the first couple of turns. These boys know each other so well. Good friends on and off the water. Very big competitors. Ayrton just taking the first little inside roller. Mixing it up, just getting the turns in, getting the numbers on the board as soon as possible. And here we have him just tacking back out. Okay, wow. Now I can see we are going to go down to the booth with the man himself, Mr. Carew. All I'm going to say is, ah!
You got Joe very excited up there, James. Very stoked for you. You're in the final, this first event of the year. Are you going to take this home today?
Oh, I'm bringing it home. It's happening. It's super hard out there. I'm still out of puff running up the beach, but I'm stoked to get the win against Pedro. I love competing against him. He's got that Brazo style, likes to compete hard. So
you really managed to make the most of difficult conditions out of there, but you managed to find your place. You rode it well. Did you find it really hard?
Yeah, super hard. I couldn't really find any waves. I think I found 2, and that was pretty much it. Like, it's really weird out there today. It's kind of all over the place, but not light. I don't know. It's hard.
Are you feeling focused? You ready for this final? Who do you think you're going to be up against?
I'm hoping Machu, because I've never had a final against Machu, but
cool.
It's hard to tell. They're both shredding.
All right. Get some rest, get your breath back, get in your zone, and we're going to see you right back here after that final.
I'll see you there.
Good luck, James. Thanks a lot, Joe. Back to you.
Thank you, Gemma. Congratulations, James. Great riding, and a big congratulations there to Pedro Matos. Both of these boys performing so well out in the conditions. Pedro, a huge competitor out there, putting down the things, but James just today overtook and prevailed. Out on the water, we have Matthew Lopez versus Ayrton Cosolino. So far, Ayrton has dropped to 467 early off in the heat just to get the pistons firing, and it looks like he's going for wave number 2. Matthew Lopez deciding a little bit further down the line. Ayrton shebang smack off the top, just completely ripping that white water apart. Looking at the bottom section, you can see him just flowing on the wave. This is where the wave completely disappears, and then it regains strength as it goes further on the reef down here. Ayrton linking up turns, nice time in there, really powerful off the top, letting the fins loose, smacking it up all the way down. Very long ride here for the Cape Verdean. Current world champion duotone and Red Bull rider. Oh, beauty of a 180 re-entry there. Very nice. Mixing it up, sliding the tail. Mr. Cosolino means business here in semi-final number 2. Matthew Lopez on the way out. A very big score being dropped from him. Where did that come from? Mr. Tropical is gonna be getting a high score for that last wave. And Ayrton also dropping a very big number. These boys mean business, but hey, they know they're gonna be joining James in the final. They want a piece of the cake. They want to be crowned king in their home country. Ayrton has done it before. Mitu Monteiro has done it. Matthew still has to have that honor to be able to win a contest here in Cape Verde. At the moment, Matthew has the highest wave score with a 747, but Ayrton has 2 numbers on the board with a 710 and a 4.67. Anybody's game here. 12.5 minutes left on the clock. Matthew Lopez making his way back into position. Both of these guys know that the smaller scores, the smaller waves are not going to cut it against each other. Matthew, a very talented wave rider. He's been a world champion himself, as is Ayrton Cosolino, world champion standoff on the water. Very, very talented riders. Was talking to Matthew, Mr. Tropical, not so long ago. He showed me some photos of a secret location he's had throughout these islands. Wait until you see the video and these shots. They are mind-blowing. Just insane. I'm not going to give any details. I'm going to leave the hype until you see it in the magazines. Keep your eyes out for that. Ayrton letting the fins just going backwards. Reverse, front, first gear, second gear. Take it into sixth there. Just reducing, getting the speed. This is a beautiful wave here from Ayrton. Oh, just unfortunately getting clipped down there from that white water. Not quite getting the landing there. Still, Ayrton Cosolino. Nice wave on the inside. It looks like Matthew has eyed something up. He is just circling like a Cape Verdean shark out the back. Patience is key. Be water, my friend. Be water. Keep your cool. I can know his dog Max is just going to be on the shore, making sure everything is under control. Have Matthew's father out there as well. Great to see all the family vibes and his Cape Verdean family here of all the competitors and the GKA boys. Let's see who will prevail. Such an interesting heat in between these two. It's been a while since they competed together. Matthew, unfortunately, last season has been out with a shoulder injury, but proving that that injury is far behind him. Here we have him going. Looks like a very nice set wave. Matthew breaking it up. Okay, going to initiate on the first bottom turn. Bottom turn, look at that. Straight in the critical position. Oh, throwing the tail back, letting himself go loose. Break and reverse at the same time. Once again, you can see Matthew really just hit the wave just as it peaked. The sweet spot. The creme de la creme, as they would say down in France. Off the top, just going over that foam ball. Nice linkage, nice turns. Mixing it up. He has the highest score of 7.47. This is definitely going to be a good backup score. Completely laid back tail slide there. A little bit on the flat, but still variety, maneuvers, fluidity, flow, style, Palmeirinha. This is Mr. Matthew Lopez. So Ayrton has a backup score of a 5.57. Matthew looks like he's going to increase over that, so there's going to be a trade of positions happening very soon. 7.47 versus a 7.10, and a 6.57 from Ayrton is going to be topped by a 6.73 from Matthew Lopez. Matthew going into first position, meaning that Ayrton will need a 7.11 to be able to regain the lead. Easy numbers for both of these boys. Beautiful. I love how they just let that tail loose, go backwards. So much power. Boom. Look at the buckets of water Ayrton threw out there. Making himself back to the foam ball. He needs to get it all down the line. He needs the scores. He needs the numbers. Okay, he's coming back to the shore to make sure that he knows what he has to do. What is the name of the game, where it's at to be able to K this semi-final. Number 2 in the back so far. Matthew Lopez, 14.20 versus a 12.67 from Ayrton. Is Matthew deciding to take off on this midsection roller? Looks like he's going against it. Has obviously seen something more out the back. Eight minutes, I can hear the war drums out there. Cape Verdean music. The boys are on the water. Battle of the fittest. Who will prevail? Matthew Lopez taking off on an inside roller. Braking, cruising, deciding. Big foam climb, pushes through that section, saving it. Not as clean as he probably wanted, though. Loops the kite. Again, foam ride off the top. Now it looks like it's going to give him a good section to hack off of. Perfect position in there, really on the sweet spot of the wave. Is he going to be able to get one more turn in? Just a little foam ride roller. Going to try and make it all the way down. No, just unfortunately a little bit too far behind. Ayrton Cosolino, 14.00, 14.20. Don't get much closer than this. 6.9 for that last ride from Ayrton. He still needs a 7.11 if he wants to regain the lead from Matthew Lopez. This is war down in Cape Verde, semi-final number 2. Both of these boys duotone riders, friends, teammates, compadres. But when it comes to getting out on the water, there ain't no friends in the Cape Verdean waters of a heat between these two. It's the fight till the death, and who will come out alive and make their way through to the final and give Mr. James Carew a run for the throne here at the Cape Verdean GKA Kite World Cup. You can start to hear the DJ getting a little bit excited with the music. I mean, no wonder he's getting excited with two of the best kite surfers in the world out on the water, bringing us the tunes down on the beach, the vibe. Beautiful location here in Kite Beach in front of Mito and Joe Kite School. Final of the first event in the year. Picture perfect. Matthew Lopez, Ayrton Cozzolino. 14:20, 14:00. Matthew in the lead by the skin of his teeth. There we can see the shark heat-seeking missile. Ayrton Cozzolino in the back trying to see if he can destroy Mr. Lopez. They have a very, very hard contender if they do make it through to that final. James Carew looking for the first win of his career. Okay, nice wave here from Ayrton. First check turn. It's opening up nicely. Does seem like he's got a good amount of power. Looping that kite underneath. Foam climb. This is where he's going to go down to that section. Open it up. We can see the wall jacking up a bit. But boom. Nice little stall. Love how he does that. Just gets that board around. Switches it as if there's no tomorrow. That is so technical. And here's where he's going to destroy. Throw buckets of water out. Maybe in air. We did see the little air there. Letting the fins out. Flying through the sky. Ayrton Cozzolino. 7-11 is the name of the game. 7-11 is the number he needs. Will that be enough to take the lead? I don't think it will. Waiting for numbers to be dropped by our judges. Matthew really putting in the work early on in the game. Very close. Still, it ain't going to be enough. Matthew Lopez looking to increase on that 673 to make Ayrton's life even harder to go through to the final. 4 minutes. 4 minutes left on the timer. 6:17 for that last ride from Ayrton. Very close. Little bit of pressure here for our current world champion, but hey, he's been there before. He's done it before. Just needs to keep his cool, stay calm and collected, and let the best surfer win. Nice little vibe down here on the beach. We can hear the music in the background, getting those drums rolling. Cape Verde, the land of rhythm, the land of style. This place has such a good vibe. 10-month season. If you guys are thinking of a holiday this time of the year, definitely get yourself down here. Come down to Mito and Joe's school. Turn up with your board shorts. Have a cold beer, have some food, grab on the new F1 gear. You can pretty much just travel with a hand luggage. That is the beauty, and be standing here in perfect 25-degree conditions. There we can see our gladiators. Blue on the right, Matthew Lopez. Green on the left, Ayrton Cozzolino. 2.5 minutes left. There is probably time for one more set. Matthew deciding to take off on one of these ones. Nice, letting the bar go, really letting the tail loose. Looks out of control, but is completely in control. Again, tail 360, no hands. Good technical maneuvers here from the Cape Verdean, Mr. Lopez. Senor Tropical on the inside again. Another power turn. How can he end it off? Laid back. Hair is loose. Powering it through. Man, Machu means business down here in Cape Verde. 2 minutes left. Ayrton waiting. Starting to get a little bit frustrated. Hoping that there will be a set wave that he can go on. He knows he needs a big score. 7-11 is what he needs. Can he get it? He's going to try it with this wave. Let's see what he has for us. Turn number 1. Huge hack. Flowing water sky high. Big second turn coming around. What's he got for us here on the inside? Does this well open up? Will it give him the possibility to do it? Big hit again. That's 2 very solid hits here from Ayrton. Maybe finish it off with a little air. That does look like he's what he was going for. Gonna be close. Gonna be close. Waiting also for the last wave there from Machu to see what he scored. So far in the lead with a 4.20. Can see, looking out the side of my window, I can see James Carew waiting to see who joins him in that final. We will have a 10-minute break after this heat, and then it will be game on. The drums will roll. The battle will happen. Ayrton starting to get frustrated, not seeing the waves that he needs. 45 seconds left on the clock. So far, Machu Lopez in the lead. Machu joining another section on another wave, trying to increase on that 673 score, backup score that he has. Ayrton fishing, circling and sharking. Oh, big layback turn there from Machu. Completely throwing the tail like a Clay Marzo style. Not quite getting the landing. So, last opportunity for this man here. Ayrton Cozzolino dropping in on a wave. It's looking like a pretty decent one. 0 seconds left on the clock. This will count if he does surf it in. He is going to go for it, looping around. 7-11 is the name of the game. Very small wave on the inside section. Huge air 360 there for Ayrton. Can he mix it up? Can he make it happen? Oh, that was a 2-hit wonder. I don't think that is going to be enough to take the win here from Machu. Waiting for scores to be dropped. Waiting for it to be confirmed. As it stands, 14-20 for Machu. 14-0-0 for Ayrton Cozzolino. We are looking at the smile here from Machu. So it does look like it is confirmed, going through to the final. Machu Lopez coming back like a phoenix out of the ashes, coming away from an injury. Congratulations here to Mr. Tropical, going through to the final with James Carew. And a big congratulations there to Ayrton Cozzolino. Really good riding from both of these boys. Doesn't get much closer than that. Going through into the final, we will see Mr. Machu Lopez. Welcome back, everybody. We are back here. We can see Ayrton Cosolino down there on the water. Didn't quite get the last wave that he wanted to. He had a solid score with that 7.10. Very close in the early stages of the heat. Matsu putting in the work just at the final moment to be able to take the win here so far. There we can see Ayrton Cosolino on the inside. A big congratulations and shout out to him. Unfortunately, not be able to get that last wave, but great riding there from our current world champion. Everybody making their way down to the front of the competition area. We have a 10-minute break where we are going to see the final in between James Carew and Matthew Lopez down on the booth. We have Mr. Tropical himself. Gemma, that boy must be stoked. Just getting ready. It does look, Gemma, can you hear me? Are you down there with Mr. Tropical? How is he feeling?
Okay, Matthew Lopez back on tour. First event of the season, through to the finals. You must feel amazing right now.
I have no words. Also because I thought I was losing the whole heat.
Really?
I thought I was losing.
You had no one with the life scoring helping you?
No, I had, but I didn't come to the beach because I saw Ayrton ripping so much. A lot of spray, a lot of things happening on his wave, and then I thought, oh no, I'm losing. I need a better wave. I need to put a second wave. I need to do it, and then after that, I can go to the beach and get to know what's going on.
Yeah.
But I came to the beach just let's see what's going on, and then they're pointing me like this. I said, no, I'm seeing wrong. And then I do like this again. He says, yeah. And then it was just like apparently 1 minute to go.
Yeah.
But man, it's Ayrton. This is our playground. Big congrats to him. I have no words. You know, I can't believe it. It must be.
How much pressure do you feel now being in your home spot in the finals? Do you feel a lot of pressure to win this event now?
No, there is no pressure. I'm just super stoked. I'm super relaxed. I'm feeling here with my people. My gear is feeling so good. My boards are so amazing. It's connecting. I'm not even thinking. I'm just doing what comes, and I just hope for the win and for the waves come from my way, and let's go for the final.
How do you feel about your competition right now with James Carew? It's the first time you guys have faced each other, I believe.
Yeah, as my
Are you ready for it?
As my big mate, nothing wrong. We're gonna go now. I'm gonna do my best. I think he's gonna do his best, but hey, this is my playground. This is my town. I'm gonna put all in. Get out of my way.
All in, Matthew. I wish you lots of luck, and we'll see you after the final. Thank you. Back to you, Joe.
Okay, there we can see Matthew Lopez, the bulldozer, trying to go through Mr. Powerhouse Carew. Who will prevail? Finals coming up very shortly. Bear with us as we are going to have about a 10-minute break. So we are waiting to go into sequence. So we're going to have a couple of commercials, and then we will be right back with the final of the GKA Kite-Surf World Cup here in Cape Verde.
está de volta. Já tinha aprendido passar lição. Já ponha medló, já fiquei de cabeça para mais uma.
Welcome back, everybody. Final day here at the GKA Kite-Surf World Cup in Cape Verde. We are going to go out on the water with the mini-final of the men. The battle for fourth and third position between Pedro Matos from Brazil, Ayrton Cozzolino from Cape Verde. I can see the red flag in the air, meaning that it is less than 3 minutes to the start of this heat. Ayrton already out in position, wanting to secure that third place in his home ground. Machu Lopez just advancing in that semi-finals over him by 0.2 of a point. Very, very close in between these two guys. Then after this heat, we will be moving through to the finale, to the Battle of Champions, the gladiators of our Coliseum here in Cape Verde, in between James Carew from Australia and Machu Lopez from Cape Verde. I can see a yellow flag coming into the air, meaning that we are less than a minute away. 1 minute to the start of the mini-final here in Kite Beach. Ayrton circling out there like a shark, making sure he is in position to get the first wave, the first standoff. There's the buzzer, green light. Oh, go, go, go. Mini-final on the water. Ayrton Cozzolino, Pedro Matos. Okay, we can see Ayrton out the back. He's obviously going to be waiting for those bigger waves. Pedro Matos starting off. Very nice turn off the little inside section there. Getting that board vertical. Pushing the things back on the little inside roller. Very, very twitchy on the inside. It does look quite small out there. Ayrton just waiting out the back, waiting for the big bombs to be dropped down and thrown in. We have a 393 on the board for Pedro Matos. Averages of the winning heats have been around the 7-point average. Let's see what he has for us on this first mini final. After this, we will be going through to the super final between James Carew and Matthew Lopez. Okay, Ayrton deciding to take off on this first wave. What's he got for us? Big hack off the top, nice and vertical. Good amount of power. Look at the speed throughout that bottom turn. Digging that tail in. You can almost submerge in the nose completely to get the fins as loose as possible. Now it's going to completely fade out on him here on the bottom. He's going to go looping it down to the bottom section. Joining it up. Great timing. Look at the amount of water being thrown through the sky there from Ayrton Cosolino. Beauty of a 180. Could have gone 360 if he wanted to. Just styling it out. Flat turn there on that bit here. And this is where the closer is. He's getting some speed. No, saw that the wave wasn't coming up. But still, nice wave there from the current world champion. Opening up his heat here with the mini final of the Cape Verdean GKA Kite-Surf World Cup. Pedro Matos, 3.93. We can see the scores coming up. Ayrton Cosolino is going to have a very nice medium 6, if I'm not mistaken, coming up on the board. Just waiting for a couple of judges to drop some numbers. .13.5 minutes left on the clock of this mini final. Looks like Ayrton, not a lot of wind out there. Starting to get frustrated. Conditions are very hard here in Kite Beach. 6:33 on the cards. Pedro Matos. Big schmacker off of the white water there. I think he probably had one more turn on the initial stages of that wave. So probably going to regain the lead over Ayrton. He would need a 2.41. Going to be very nice. It looks like it was a one-hit wonder on that. Is he going to have enough to take the lead? These scores aren't really going to be counting in the end of the day. Both of these boys more than capable of producing the high 7s, 8s, 9s, and 10s. Mini final here in Cape Verde. 3rd and 4th position up for grabs. Who will prevail? Ayrton Cosolino or Pedro Matos? Ayrton coming towards the shore, just sticking himself behind that little reef, making sure he is in position for when that set wave does come through. He is really starting to get frustrated out there. Understandably, conditions are marginal. Pedro Matos edging into first position, but he does have 2 waves and Ayrton has 1. So no, very early days in the heat, 12 minutes to go. Quite of a lull down here at the moment. Not a lot of swell, not a lot of movement. You can see Ayrton trying and praying to the wave gods. Poseidon hit the trident. Make us have some sets. 11.5 minutes on the clock. Ayrton is trailing at the moment, but he only has one wave and equaling Pedro's two a Pedro wave. Big schmack there. Powerful Mr. Cosolino throughout the middle section. A little bit of a nice little air there, just keeping it cool and collected, stylish and flow. Back to the little ripple, not even going to call that a white water. Pedro falling off in the back, Ayrton grabbing a little bit of wave here. Pushing back on the fins, maximizing this absolute minute wave there. Still, he's going to put a score on the board, and he will be regaining the lead in this heat. Both of these guys out the back, just waiting for the scores to come in from that last wave from Ayrton. Pedro looks like he's going to take off on this inside roller. What's he got for us? The Brazilian. Pumping away. Looping that kite through the sky. Check turn number one. Not much there. Didn't get the power that he wanted. Very small conditions out there. There is not much of a wave. Thinking against that. 5:23. Talk about maximize a small wave there from Ayrton Cosolino. 11:56 in the bag. Pedro needs a 7:63 if he wants to get any closer. Ayrton. Huge snap. Beautiful how he let go of the bar. Surfing style there from the Cape Verdean. 180 completely spins it back. What's he got for us on the inside? Wave is fizzling out. Oh, it looks like he's picking up again. Looks like he's going for the air. Does get that little bit of an air on the back. And this is where the wave completely disappears. So Ayrton keeping himself busy, making sure Pedro Matos is on edge. 9 minutes left in this heat. .443 for that last wave, so that won't improve his back up over 523, excuse me. Pedro Matos looking to improve on both of his scores so far. Low numbers for him. This is a good wave. Big stall, getting that tail completely up and vertical. Okay, pumping away. What's he got for us here? Looks like it is opening up into a nice hack. Big tail slide there from the Brazilian. Beautiful. Love how he really gets completely thrown away. Oh, just getting carried away with the tail slide there and losing it at the end. That was a shame because that would have been a big score. Going to get an improvement on his scores, but a shame he couldn't pull that last move off. 763 is what Pedro would need. He's going to shorten that a little bit with a 510. So now he only needs a 646. Getting closer to Ayrton, but still quite a way to go. Ayrton making his way out the back behind that little reef. Trying to see where the waves are at. Very light conditions out there. Ayrton out the back, trying to see if some sets are coming through. Very far and few between on the good waves here. It does look like there's a bit of movement out the back there, but very, very hard for these guys to get on good waves. Here we can see Ayrton looping into contention. Big turn, bam. Oh, beautiful, just letting that tail slide as if there's no tomorrow. This is a better wave. off the top. Cutbacks, 180. Flowing the tail, giving us a little extra flair. 360 shove it there from Mr. Cozzolino. Coming down the line, and a big frontside air there from him. This is going to be a good wave. Different, mixing it up, really showing the variety of the freestyle and the surf moves. Going to be interesting to see how the judges will score that. Ayrton's looking to improve on that 523 backup score. Okay, a nice wave coming in for Pedro by the looks of it. Ayrton also getting another good score. Starting to get close. This is what we knew would happen in the middle sections of this heat. Mini final here of the GKA Kite-Surf World Cup in Cape Verde. First event of the 2020 season. 100% waves out there. This is the final day. This is where we define our champions, the King and Queen. Here in the beautiful location of the island of Sao. Ayrton Cozzolino here throwing water off of that little roller. What's he got for us? Turn number 2, check turn. Keeps the speed up. He's going to want to go down. It does look like he's looking, completely just pulling on the deep power line to get that extra bit of flow. Going for a I prefer that than the 360. He just completely spins the tail around, looks backwards, says, I could, but I'm not going to. Really spins it back, keeps the speed, entry and exit. Great riding there from Mr. Cozzolino. And Pedro Matos dropping a 6.40. Very close now in between these two. Pedro would need a 6.34 to go into first position. Ayrton leading by 1.23. Mini final here in Cape Verde. There's the image in the green. Ayrton Cozzolino in the blue. Pedro Matos. Both these boys have competed before. Both these guys know each other on and off the water. There ain't no friends in competition. Time to shine, time to destroy. Who will prevail? It is the fight for 4th and 3rd position on the podium. Front and center in the green lycra, Ayrton Cozzolino eyeing up a nice inside wave. Is this going to open up for him? He does. I love it how he just looks down the line. Now he's going to loop the kite, engage in that first bottom turn. Foam check, 360. He didn't even brake for that one. Nice fluidity. Bam! Little bit of a whacker there. What's he got for us on this inside turn? Huge amount of spin, a huge amount of flare. Breaking up so he can get another little air on the inside. Nice wave there from Ayrton. That first 360 just literally did not lose a single kilometer of speed. Incredible to see. Great riding here from him. That is going to be a decent score. He's looking to improve on the 6.33 backup score that he has. Three minutes left on the clock. 5.0 for that last wave from Ayrton. Ain't gonna be enough. Pedro Matos out the back, tacking away. He knows he is very close. He knows he needs one good wave. 6.34. He's already done a higher score than that in this heat. Just needs to repeat it. Now is when you have to be patient. You got to wait out the back. He has priority. He has position. Now he just needs to be in sync with Mother Nature to throw him a set his way and see if he can take 3rd position here in the competition. So far, Ayrton Cozzolino in the lead with a 12.73. There we can see in the blue, Pedro Matos powering towards the center of the competition area. He's looking to find that last gem, the diamond in the rough, the last wave to give him the opportunity to get a 6.34. He's eyeing up an inside section. Ayrton out the back. Ayrton also looking for another wave just to make sure he secures this lead. Coming up on the 1 minute, 1 minuto 60 segundos. Ayrton taking on a good section here. What's he going to go for? Is he going to... Yep, there's the loop of the kite. Cameraman, see if you can pan to the left and we can get that wave. Thank you. Going back to the white water. Nice overview. Synchronized surfing from both of these guys. Hack on the top there from Ayrton. Big schmacker there from him. You can see Pedro in the front. Great action on the water from both of these guys. Perfect timing. You don't get more critical than that. Ayrton Cosolino looking to improve on that. 6:33. Definitely going to be close. 20 seconds left on the clock. What's he got for us? Final move. Looks like he was trying to go for that 360 spin with a handle pass, just not quite getting the speed that he needed to. 9 seconds left. Pedro Matos is going to have to jump on a wave if he wants the opportunity to take third position here. So far, we have Ayrton Cosolino in the lead. And I'm not sure if this wave is going to count because he did come in from the behind from my perspective. And it isn't. Pedro Matos congratulating Ayrton. So what that means is in fourth position, we will have this man, Pedro Matos from Brazil. And in third, Ayrton Cosolino. Great riding from both of these boys. Nice battle out there, conceding to the conditions. Bear with us as we're just going to go into a small break. And coming up next, we have the grand finale. Macho Lopez, James Carew. Stay tuned.
Dias primavera tá de volta. Já tinha aprendido passar lição. Já ponho a medló, já fiquei de cabeça para mais um
It's probably not the result you were aiming for coming into this event, but it's a very good result either way.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really disappointed to myself, you know, because I didn't do what I expected, what I wanted, you know. I was changing bars, I was changing kites every second because the wind was dropping, the waves was not there, so you have to be, I mean, you have to fight to get the best wave. So for me, it's not a good way to start the season because this was my goal to win this event. But in a condition like this, like you can, I mean, I'm happy. I do all I could. You know, I'm super stoked for Machu. I hope he got this event because he fight for it too. And yeah, cheers, me too. And yeah, thank you everyone for watching, you know. And sorry, I feel like sad to myself, you know. And yeah, thank you.
Still an amazing result, Ayrton. So congratulations. We're very happy for you. We'll see you here on the podium very soon. Okay?
You.
Thanks a lot. Back to you, Joe. Muchas gracias, Ayrton.
Congratulations, Ayrton. Great riding for you there. Number 3 on the podium. Good start to the year, even though we know he is disappointed in not getting through. But both of these boys on the screen there, Machu Lopez and James Carew, well deserved at the moment. It looks like we have Mr. Carew in the lead slightly, but James has 2 waves and Machu has 1. So as soon as Machu grabs a backup wave, he's going to trade it off. Let's see what James can do in this first section. It does look like there's a nice wave forming there for him. James is looking for his first event win of his career. He's won a big air competition in Fuerteventura a couple years back. Still waiting to get that title of one of the events. Is this the time? Will it be here in Cape Verde? Machu Lopez back from injury on fire, taking out the reigning world champion, Ayrton Cozzolino. He is surfing very, very well, already with a 647 on the board. And we can see both of these boys circling, sharking around, sniffing out the conditions. What are we going to see here from James? It looks like he is going to drop in on this wave. Nope, he's just turning back. He knows against a guy like Machu, he has to take the good ones. Okay, looks like he preferred the one on the back starting off. Shebang, big turn there from James. Eyeing up the second section, a little bit of a foam turn. Big inside hack. Got caught up a little bit there, not quite probably what the Aussie wanted. Wave completely fizzling out. Okay, still continuing on this wave, looking to get an increase on one of those scores, but no, probably will increase, but won't be anything special. 12.5 minutes left on the clock. So far, James in the lead, but Machu only has 1 wave, so as soon as Machu grabs another wave, it does look like he might go back into the lead. Machu making his way out. 12 minutes on the clock so far. Very powerful ride in there from him. James Carew taking the advantage. 7.10. He's in the lead so far. Early days in the heat, though. Anything can happen. We saw the heat between Machu and Ayrton losing by 0.2 of a point. This is the final of the GKA Kite-Surf World Cup here in Cape Verde. First event of the 2020 season. Both these boys mean business, and looks like Machu's gonna drop in on a beauty. You just see him turning in on a wave there. James in the blue, Machu in the green. Looking at the one at the back, James has priority. He is further upwind. Now he's gonna turn around. It does look like he's gonna initiate on this wave. Is he gonna turn in? Deciding, yes he is. Here we have James Carew. Turn, big face carve there, letting both hands loose, pure surfing style. Machu Lopez in the back. Also, foam ball riding on the inside. James looping it around. Synchronized surfing down here in Cape Verde. What have the boys got? Another big turn. Huge smacker there from Machu. James would have seen that. Third check turn there for James. Just working it to the end. He's hoping that see if a nice section will open up for him. Hasn't really had the height. Hasn't really had the verticality yet. And deciding against it. Not quite the wave the young Aussie was looking for. Still going to have a good score up there. I can see something being dropped there for Machu. .67 for Machu, regaining the lead. Waiting for the last wave to be dotted in for Mr. Carew. He would need a 7.63 if he wanted to take the lead. Coming up on the 10-minute mark of this final in Cape Verde. There you have in the green, Machu Lopez on your screen. James Carew. Big smacker there for Machu initiating. This guy is on fire. He wants it. He's hungry. I've been saying it throughout the whole event. His smile says it all. The boy wants it. He wants to take the win here. He's never won in his home ground, and this would be a great start to his 2020 season coming off of injury. Machu Lopez mixing it up. Very nice surfing there from him. 360. Exit and entry speed rolling around like there's no tomorrow. He already has a 647 on the cards, looking like he's going to be equaling that here on the inside. James Carew has his work cut out for him. Machu does not want to leave a single millimeter of this wave untouched. Top to bottom, great wave selection here from the Cape Verdean. He is on fire. You can see James out the back in and a little bit frustrated. This is when patience, this is when selection is an art. You really have to go out the back. He knows Machu is going to have two decent scores. James needs to rethink both of his waves because he only has 2 threes up there. He's going to need 2 good waves, 8 minutes. It is possible, but the time is starting to crunch. He's going to want to get at least another good score in the next 2 minutes to be able to wait out, select, choose, and decide on that final set wave to try and give him the crown here in Cape Verde. Machu Lopez once again putting in the work early in the day. But here we have James Carew on an inside roller. What's he got for us? Huge hack there. Back to the foam ball. You can see really making sure he's hitting the wave in the critical section. Judges are going to like that. Turn number 3 and 4. Linking it up. This is a good ride for the Aussie. Trademark cut back, right back to the competition area. Right back to the foam ball. Ends it off. Keep it together. No! Losing it at the last turn there on the inside. Punching the water. Unfortunate there for James, but still a very, very good ride for him. Got one big score in the bag, waiting for some numbers to come in, but that is going to be a very nice score for him. Putting him back into contention, 7 minutes on the clock. Now he just has to be patient and go for yet another set wave. Machu Lopez, also a big number coming in for him for that last wave. This is a standoff. The boys are gladiating. The boys are firing, fighting. Blood in the water. The sharks are circling. Who will take the win? We will soon find out. 7:27 for that last wave from James. Now he needs a 4.37 to regain the lead there from Machu. More than possible for someone like Mr. Carew. Machu leading by a 0.70, so Machu knows he has to start it and keep up the good work that he is doing so far. So much style, this Cape Verdean. Mr. Tropical, mixing it up, spinning it up, loosey-goosey in the water. Very nice, just letting that tail flow, letting it roll. Okay, Matthew again on the inside, beautiful. Small turns, but very, very stylish. Yet another 360 and going down there, unfortunately. James Carew, bang! Huge turn there from him. Again, losing it at the top of the wave. Matthew looks like he's got in a decent score coming in. James Carew needed a 4.37 to go into the lead. Missed the first half of that wave. Is it going to be enough? Waiting for some numbers. Oh, it is good. It is good. This is a battle. This is what we want to see. It is a final 7:30 for James taking the lead. But hey, Matthew Lopez on a very nice inside roller. 5 minutes of action left. Style quality there on the inside. Great, Mr. Lopez. I am not going to have a voice by the end of this final. Looking at where he is, he would need an 8.10 to lead. James Carew putting in the lead. Putting in the action. He went off to a slow start, but regained momentum. Just shows the competition experience that both of these boys have. 4.5 minutes left. Matthew Lopez waiting for a score to come in. Currently in second position. 4 minutes 15. Ah, crunching seconds here. This is going to be an eternity. 4 minutes means there is going to be another set. 4 minutes means we are going to have more action. 4 minutes means the champion still is not decided. Who will be king? Will it be Matthew in the green? Will it be James in the blue? Cape Verde or Australia? Frontside or backside? We will soon find out. Man, the scores are so close in between these champions. James looking to get his first competition main event win. Matthew Lopez regaining his momentum after coming back from injury. You can see James just trying to keep priority, be on the upwind. Matthew making sure, I'm here. This is my home. Make sure you know I am in my playground. James definitely giving him a run for the money so far. Matthew needs an 8.10 if he wants to take the lead, or at least to increase that 567 score of his backup number. That's a beautiful image there. Both competitors just chilling. Matthew Lopez deciding to go on this one. What has he got for us? Nice amount of speed. Big shebang off the top. Fades out quite flat. James in the back just keeping an eye on him, making sure what he's doing. Matthew deciding against it. He knows that the time is close. He knows that the seconds are ticking on the old clock. The last grain of sand's coming down. 2 minute 30 left. Come on, Mother Nature, send us a set, send us some action. We want to see these boys fighting until the end. Can hear the Jerusalem song in the background, the Cape Verdean music starting to go wild. Eyes on this man at the moment, Mr. Carew in the lead, coming up. 2 minutes left on the heat. Now we can just see both of them okay. Less than 2 minutes. The final 2 minutes of the mega final here at the GKA Kite-Surf World Cup in Cape Verde. What a way to start off the season. First time looking for his first win. James Carew, Matthew Lopez telling everybody I ain't injured no more. I am back with full power. 14.57 for the Aussie. 12.24 for the Cape Verdean. Matthew needs a big wave. He needs an 8.10 to be able to take the lead and claim himself king here in Kite Beach. James Carew is going to do everything in his arsenal to make that not happen. Last minute of the final. There does look like there's some ocean movement out the back. There does look like maybe some sets will be coming our way. Mother Nature, give us some love. James Carew in the lead. He came on literally in his 5th and 6th wave, made the difference. Straight off the back, boom, boom, 2 waves in a row, making a 14.57 average. 30 seconds left in this final. So close, both of the boys waiting out there. Is there going to be a set? Are we going to see some movement? There looks like they're already congratulating themselves because it doesn't look like there's much of a wave. Will this mean? Can it be? 10 seconds! Is it going to be the Aussie? Are we going to be saying Aussie, Aussie, Aussie? It does look like James Carew is going to be the winner. Aussie, 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 Aussie. Congratulations to James. And a big shout out to this man, Matthew Lopez, back from injury, destroying here. What a way to do it. What a final. What an end to the event. Stay tuned as we are going to run out of the booth. Going to try and keep some voice for the beach podium as we are going to be giving in those crowns to our king and queen, James Carew, Ines Correa. Congratulations, guys and girls.
Dias primavera tá de volta, já tinha aprendido passar lição. Já ponha medló, já fiquei de cabeça pra mais um ano. tá de volta. Já me tinha aprendido passar lição. Já me ponha medo lá, já me quei de cabeça para mais um ano. Dias de primavera tá de volta. Já me tinha aprendido passar lição. Já me ponha medo lá, já me quei de cabeça para mais um ano. Dias de primavera tá de volta. Já me tinha aprendido passar lição. Já me ponha medo lá, já me quei de cabeça para mais um ano. Dias de primavera tá de volta. já tinha aprendido passar lição. Já ponha medló, já fiquei de cabeça para mais um ano. Dias primavera até de volta, já tinha aprendido passar lição. Já ponha medló, já fiquei de cabeça para mais um ano. Dias primavera até de volta, já tinha aprendido passar lição. Já ponha medló, já fiquei de cabeça para mais um ano.
let me just get in here just while we start getting the champagne out before the bubbles start flying. Fourth position, Mikaeli So. I'm going to get this done before she sprays me. Mika, another podium. You're getting used to this. You to the surfing disciplines. Great to see you joining the family. How's it been to be on yet another podium?
Sì, sì. Yeah, non sapevo continuare.
So, let me come in here on the right-hand side. Carla, felicidades. Amazing riding out there. Current world champion from last season. How's it feel to be on the podium one more time?
Thank you, Joe. And to be honest, I didn't expect this because I was expecting to ride on Ponta Preta that I'm backside. So be able to be third on the first 7 of the years is such a nice feeling.
That's what we want to see, the smiles. Congratulations there to Carla. Me come over here. Perry, you've done nothing but smile for the last 24 hours. How does it feel? Second position. Congratulations. Great start to the season.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm stoked. Like, I can't wipe the smile off my face, and yeah, feeling really good about getting a podium for the first event of the year. And yeah, my time here in Sal has been great. I just want to thank everyone for their support, especially in the last 2 weeks. And yeah, I can't wait to come back. Thank you.
Big round of applause for our runner-up, Perry Roberts from Australia. Let me make my way over to our champion, Ines. Every year you are at this event and do some upsets on top of the podium in front of your second to first home and family. How do you feel?
I couldn't be happier. Do you know why? Because usually I don't like kite beach. But last days I start to enjoy kite beach. And I feel super happy to Perry. She's really good. She's really strong. I think kind of my style, powerful. Yeah, I feel really happy, and I have to thank you to all my friends from here, because every session they improve my level, and they always make me feel I have to risk more and more. Yeah, I have to thank you.
There you go, round of applause for your women's champions. Let the bubbles fly. Mika getting a bit excited. There we go. Yeah! Of course, Didi will be there. You can't miss it, huh? Well, congratulations, lady. Amazing riding out there. Looking forward to seeing you pushing the envelope of the sport more and more. We will see you at the next event. One more time, a round of applause for the ladies. Okay, guys, can you please stay around on the right-hand side of the podium as we are going to be doing interviews and photos as well. No me seas mala. Okay, I'm going to start clearing my voice for the amount of shouting that I'm going to be doing very soon. Okay, now let's move on to the men. Talk about a battle of champions out there. We have had pretty much royalty out on the water. Every single heat in this discipline can be a final. How these guys are pushing the sport and what they have got out of these challenging conditions is absolutely incredible and just shows where the level of this sport is at. So, in fourth position, coming from Brazil, we have Pedro Matos. in a very, very close heat in between these guys. We have coming in third, all the way from Cabo Verde, Ayrton Consolino! Now, what a final. These two were laying it down to the final closing seconds of the heat. It is my pleasure to introduce the second position here from Cape Verde, under the flag of Spain, Mr. Matthew Lopez! And there can only be one. So, your champion of the Cape Verde GKA Kite-Surf World Cup from Australia, James Carew! Give the champagne and I get. Okay, yeah, hold the champagne because these guys will drench me. Okay, 1, 2, 3, guys, give me some noise, your champions! We good? Okay, let me get in on the right-hand side here. Pedrinho, amazing riding out there. Such a stylish surfer. That was a very, very hard heat, but still, first event of the year, podium finish, gotta be good.
Yeah, it's awesome to be back here. I think we always supposed to be riding Ponte Preta. We all came really early to understand this way, but riding here, it's awesome too. Like, thanks for all the locals letting us ride here, and yeah, I'm stoked with the forces first start of the year, and congrats, mate, you made it.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, he did, he definitely made it. Congratulations, Pedro Matos, your 4th position. Ayrton, in front of your family, in front of your friends, very hard conditions. It wasn't what we were expecting, but you guys performed in very, very tough conditions out there. Starting the year on a podium, gotta be good. What do you say to your local crowd?
Yeah, it's true what you say. I mean, Mother Nature decided us to do it here. I mean, you have to accept and adapt. And competing here is always great. And congrats, James, you made it. Super stuff for you. Don't say it too hard, huh? Yeah. Thank you everyone on the sponsor, Joe Jada, and the GKA to put all these events happening, you know. Without them, this wouldn't be possible, and thank you again. Thank you guys.
Congratulations, Anton. Big round of applause. Wow, Matthew, I've been saying the whole event, you've been smiling, you can see you're hungry and standing in 2nd position. It looks like there is definitely no more injury. Congratulations, my friend. 2nd position here in the event. How do you feel?
Yeah, super excited. Last year I didn't compete. I'm super stoked to be back. Thank you for all my friends, my family, to be here. You guys were amazing. Mother Solidar, incrível ali na praia. Thank you for the support. I'm super content. Ele onde realmente quando senti em casa, onde eu pertencer, na GKA, ali no podium. This is where I belong in the GKA tour, on the podium. This is my dream coming true. I'm so stoked. Thank you everybody for being here. The sponsors. Yeah, I'm super stoked. Anyway, Cabo Verde in my heart.
Don't get me wrong, okay? Love you all. Big congratulations for our runner-up, Matthew Lopez. Now, this guy is definitely going to go very hard tonight. It is his first event win, and I think he's going to be smiling for a year. Mr. James Cole on top of the podium. Give us some noise.
Thanks to everyone for hosting this time. I don't think we could have got any harder conditions. Everyone was putting on the best show we could, so it feels unreal. Good job, boys.
Your GKA Kite-Surf Cape Verdean champion!
Okay, tell your smile.
Still works.
Tell your smile to put ads and we can cut through.
Okay, boys and girls, please, before you leave, ladies, can you please join the guys on the podium as we're going to be doing some more photos of everybody. A kind reminder to everybody also tonight, boys don't go away, we need some photos on the podium. We have the party today at the Hilton. Don't forget, you can have the bracelets are being sold here in the store and also in Miku's shop. DJ, give us a little bit of music. What a way to finish the event. Congratulations to all the riders, and we will see everybody tonight.
Dias primavera tá de volta, já tinha aprendido passar lição. Já ponha medló, já fiquei de cabeça, para mais